Hey everybody, welcome to Club and Country. Russ Thaler, Calen Carr here with you. The United States men's national team spent the early part of the week in Jacksonville getting ready for the final two games of the semifinal round of World Cup qualifying. Now they're on their way to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for their matchup on Friday afternoon. But there's some names that we're not going to see in this lineup for various reasons, names we're quite familiar with.
Yeah, well, these are probably three of the most important players over the last years, really, with the U.S. men's national team. We know Clint Dempsey is going to be out. He's got the irregular heartbeat, so hopefully just health-wise he gets that figured out, gets back on the field, of course. Then you also have Michael Bradley. He's going to be missing due to yellow card accumulation. And then Jermaine Jones is still dealing with some injury issues. So those are three big holes they're going to have to fill.
All right, so it begs the question, who will we see in that game on Friday? Calen and I have come up with lineups that we think Jurgen Klinsmann's going to trot out. We're going to start with mine, and Brad Guzan gets the nod in goal. Johnson, Beasler, Cameron, and Yedlin across the back. I'm going with a 4-3-3. Beckerman shielding as Kljestan, Sasha Kljestan, called in as a late replacement. I think he's actually going to get the start. League leading in assists for MLS this season. How much of an effect do you think that Sasha Kljestan could have on a U.S. lineup? We haven't seen him in over 2 years.
Well, I love this. I love that he's been called up, and it does go to show that you can't say never, right? A lot of people are saying it's just not going to happen. And he's played his way into the team now. Now, whether he's going to start or not the first game he's called in, I think that might be a bit much to see Jurgen really do an about-face that much. I would love to see it. I think based on form, he deserves to be out there and get a chance. But I'm not sure it's going to be from the start. We'll see.
I've got Alejandro Bedoya in there. Bobby Wood, who usually plays up top, I think Jurgen Klinsmann has used him outside on a wing before, and I think we're going to see that again with Josie Altidore wearing the captain's armband and Graham Zusi in there as well. Let's see the lineup you think that Jurgen Klinsmann's going to go out there.
Bobby Wood has got to be on there. You know, there's always a balance when you're putting together a lineup between getting your best players on the field and also trying to get them in the best positions. And I think you're going to see that sacrificed a little bit. I don't think you're going to have Bobby Wood out wide. We've seen that before, and it hasn't really worked as well. You see him in the Bundesliga. He's a center striker. He uses his body. Now, the issue is he's very similar to Josie Altidore as far as their traits, personalities. But I think you're going to see them line up next to each other in a 4-4-2 with those two as the two strikers banging. In the back, I have Guzan. Of course, I think he's still ahead of Tim Howard. He's starting over there in England. Johnson, Cameron, Birnbaum, the difference between us, and Yedlin. I just think Birnbaum a little bit ahead right now, was involved in the Copa roster. I think Jurgen likes him. Beckerman holding with Bedoya and Susie on either side. And Darlington Nagbe underneath the two strikers. I think he adds a little bit of that creativity. Those two guys are going to be able to stay high. Nagbe's going to be able to operate underneath. I would like to see Sasha Kljestan as well, but I just don't know if we're going to see that right away.
All right, here's the deal. Who do you think Jurgen Klinsmann will throw out there in the starting lineup on Friday? Who do you think he should throw out there? It all starts on Friday at 3:30 Eastern on beIN Sport. St. Vincent and the Grenadines hosting the United States. And then Tuesday, the semifinal round of World Cup qualifying comes to a conclusion. USA versus Trinidad and Tobago from Jacksonville, Florida, 8 p.m. on FS1. Susanna Collins will be down there with us for expanded coverage here on MLSsoccer.com. Thanks so much for watching Club and Country. We'll see you next time.